So we have some unfortunate news today. JSD, a guy who's had a great preseason, who's been having a great training camp, but obviously we knew he wasn't going to make the team because of the stacked center core the Penguins have. Unfortunately gets sent down to the AHL. But before he goes down to the AHL, we all know he has to clear waivers. Now here I am thinking no one's going to pick this guy up. There's no reason to pick up a 24-year-old guy who's going down to the AHL. Well, was I ever wrong? Shero. Who else but Shero? Of course. How did I not think of this? From all the GMs, forget teams now, it's the GMs. Shero would have been the guy who claims his own guy. The guy he signed in 2013, Shero. He's the one who signed JSD back in 2013. Of course, he's going to pick him up off of waivers. Now, when I first heard of this, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit salty. Like, I was pissed off. And again, it's not like JSD is one of our top prospects. It's just that I get emotionally attached to players for no reason. And I've been watching him since 2013. He's had a great 4 years in the AHL. He's had a couple stints in the NHL. Last year, he scored his first NHL goal. I thought, we're going to see more of JSD. So as a fan, of course, I'm watching JSD's career as it's developing, as he's getting better. From 21 all the way to 24. Last year, he scored his first NHL goal. Me and I'm sure a lot of you guys felt so happy, and also he felt happy. It was just a good moment when a guy you've been following comes up and then, scores a goal in the NHL. It's just a great feeling, and I started to really like JSD, and just like that, like I said, we lose him for nothing. He's going to be, and from all teams, he's in the division still. He's going to be a New Jersey Devil. Just thinking about that, like, I don't want to see him be a New Jersey Devil. Now, let's talk about what is JSD. What is he going to be in the NHL? I think, for us, I thought he was barely a fourth-line center in the future, but with the Devils now, he definitely gets a better chance. I'm happy for him, for sure. He's going to get bottom six time this year probably. With the Penguins, he probably wasn't going to see any NHL time unless there was a lot of injuries. But at least with the Devils, I think he should play right away. They're not that stacked. And maybe he can move himself on the lineup. Maybe a second liner. I doubt that. But I think with the Devils, he could be a solid third-line center going forward in the future. Now, before I end this video, I want to talk about Shero a little bit. This guy, Shero, now, if you guys are newer fans or maybe just forgot, Shero was the GM of the Penguins. He's made some really, really good moves, but he's also made some really, really bad moves. If you want to go look on the internet, look at his history. He's done some great moves, He's the one who's drafted all these young guys. He's the one who signed Connor Sheary. He's the one who signed JSD. He was a really good GM for us, but as he left in 2014, I felt like he was a little bit salty that he got fired. And then every time he has a chance to take one of these guys from us, it's like he's just trying to take his own guys back, which kind of pisses me off. Like, Shero, back off for a second. Back in 2015, when the Penguins waived Bobby Farnham, do you guys remember him? He wasn't nothing too crazy, but again, Shero claimed him. I wasn't too salty about that one because he wasn't really any good. Then we had Ben Lovejoy. Again, we weren't going to sign him, but who signs him? Of course, Shero. All these, I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head. If you guys have any more, you can put them down in the comments. Bo Bennett, another one. Again, Bo Bennett was nothing, but who's the one who's going to take him? Shero. And then this is actually my favorite one of all. Shero also took our AHL coach, John Hines, who's their coach right now, who in my opinion was a really good coach, really good at developing the players to go up into the NHL. And I was really, really mad when that happened a couple years ago. Little does Shero know, this was one of the best moves that's ever happened in a long time. So we don't have an AHL coach anymore. Back in, I believe, 2015, around there, who do we sign? Mike Sullivan. So yes, Shero taking our AHL coach led to Mike Sullivan coming into the organization and then coming into the NHL, and then we all know what happened from there. Back-to-back Stanley Cups. So right there, Shero thought he was again screwing us, but then it backfired on him because we ended up winning 2 cups. That's actually kind of crazy. What if Mike Sullivan never came into the organization? What if Shero never picked up John Hines? Well, thank God he did, because at the time I was really mad at that, but long term now, that was probably one of the greatest things that's happened in a while. Now, before I do end this video, I do want to say something that's a bit of a stretch, but I'm still going to say it. This is more of a message to Jim Rutherford. And Jim, my man, please re-sign Jake Guentzel before July 1st. Don't qualify him, because if the Penguins qualify Jake Guentzel after July 1st, like what the Leafs are doing right now with Nylander, where they still haven't signed him, if the Penguins do that with Jake Guentzel, Shero is going to qualify or offer sheet him. I know it. I just know it. Shero is the type of guy who's going to offer sheet Jake Guentzel. Now, if you guys don't know what this means, let me just explain it. So Jake Guentzel is an RFA. So there's UFA, unrestricted, and RFA, which is restricted, which means the team has the rights to that player. So again, let's use Nylander in this situation. He is also an RFA. So July 1st happened, and he was like John Tavares. he left and he was able to sign with whoever he wanted. He was a UFA, so he can go wherever he wanted. William Nylander is an RFA, so he can't choose which team he has to go to. He is the Leafs property, like, still, until a team offer sheets him. Now, what's offer sheeting? It doesn't really happen much in the NHL at all, but again, it's still a thing, and Ray Shero seems like that type of guy. So what happens is, again, let's use Nylander in this situation. Let's say a team goes and wants to sign Nylander. They give him a $7 million deal for whatever, and let's say he accepts it. That team has to just give up picks. There are picks. I don't know the picks. You can search that up on the internet. It depends how much you sign the guy for. If the more money you sign him for, the more picks you got to give up. It can go as much to like giving up 2 first-round picks and a second, or it could be just a second and a third. I don't know the conditions. You can go look that up. But I'm sure Ray Shero does not mind that, because let's say he signs Jake Guentzel, he'll have to give up, what, a first and a second? Let's say that is. I'll take a first and a second for Jake Guentzel if I'm Ray Shero. That's pretty much, if they're a playoff team, that's going to be in the 20s, that pick, and a second. I don't want to lose Jake Guentzel for a first and second or something like that. So I want the Penguins to re-sign Jake Guentzel like now. Do it as fast as you can before July 1st hits. I don't want to qualify him because I'm afraid of Ray Shero. This guy is out here to hurt us, to screw us over. And I know he's going to offer sheet him. It seems like a Ray Shero thing to do. Now, again, that's a bit of a stretch. I don't think he would do that. But again, he might, which is why let's be safe and let's just sign Jake Guentzel as fast as possible. Now, before I end the video, I just want to say thank you to JSD for 4 great years in the AHL, scoring his first NHL, sharing that moment with us, the fans, and I wish him all the best in New Jersey. I think he will be way better. I think for him, it's a way better place to be with the Devils than it is with the Penguins, because he's for sure going to get a way better shot with the Devils. So, again, it sucks to lose him, but for him, I wish all the best to JSD, because I do think he will get a really big chance, and I think he'll take advantage of it. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. The Penguins are going to play the Devils in the playoffs. I just know it. They're going to play with the playoff format, and they're in the same division. The odds of them playing in the playoffs are high. Maybe not this year, but within the next couple of years, the Devils and Penguins will have a playoff series, and I already know that JSD is going to be the reason why the Penguins lose. He's either going to score a big goal, a big game winner, a big goal that ties up the game at let's say it's a game 7, he's going to score the overtime winner, something like that, because it's always those type of players that are the ones who are the heroes. I really, really hope that doesn't happen. But anyways, let's just wrap up the video right now. Give me your thoughts on this whole JSD thing. Are you sad that he's leaving? Are you happy? I don't know. Do you care? Does it really affect you? How do you think he's going to do with New Jersey? Also, give me your thoughts on the whole Jake Guentzel thing. Do you think Ray Shero would offer sheet him, or is that even a little too cruel for him? And as for me, I'm going to go right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.